Herillus of Chalcedon was a Stoic philosopher and a pupil of Zeno of Citium. He lived in the 4th century BC in the city of Athens. While little is known about his life, what we do know is that he played an important role in the development of Stoicism, particularly its ethical and political aspects. In this episode, we're going to explore who Herillus of Chalcedon was, his contributions to Stoicism, and why he is still relevant today. Let's begin by looking at the life of Herillus. We have relatively little information about Herillus' life, but what we do know comes from ancient sources, primarily the writings of Roman philosophers such as Pliny the Younger and Plutarch. According to these sources, Herillus was born in the city of Chalcedon, which is now part of Istanbul in Turkey. He was born into a wealthy family and had a comfortable life, but he became interested in philosophy at an early age and decided to travel to Athens to study. In Athens, Herillus met the Stoic philosopher Zeno of Citium, who had founded the Stoa Poikile, or the Painted Porch, where a group of philosophers gathered to discuss a variety of topics, including ethics, physics, and rhetoric. Zeno's teachings had a profound impact on Herillus, and he became one of his most devoted pupils, learning from him for several years before continuing his own philosophical career. After studying under Zeno, Herillus returned to his hometown of Chalcedon, where he founded his own school of philosophy. His school was not as famous as that of Zeno, but he had a significant impact on the development of Stoicism in the city, and many prominent people, including the Roman Emperor Hadrian, studied under him. One of the things that set Herillus apart from other Stoics was his focus on the practical application of philosophy in everyday life. He believed that philosophy was not just an abstract exercise, but should be put into practice in order to make one a better person. This is reflected in the title of one of his most famous works, which was called On the Chief Tasks of Life. In this work and others like it, Herillus offered guidance on how to live a virtuous life in accordance with nature, as well as how to deal with the challenges and setbacks that inevitably come up in life. Herillus also wrote on the topic of anger, arguing that it was something that should be avoided at all costs. He believed that anger could lead to irrational behavior and that it was the source of many of the world's problems. In his work on anger, he writes, "Of all the passions, anger is the most unseemly. It makes us do shameful things, and those who have yielded to it appear terrible to others and pitiful to themselves." Another aspect of Herillus' philosophy was his emphasis on the importance of living in accordance with nature. He believed that the universe was governed by a rational order and that humans had a duty to live in harmony with it. This meant accepting whatever situation one found oneself in, even if it was difficult or painful, and making the best of it. He argued that this is the only way to achieve true happiness and fulfillment. While Herillus is often remembered for his ethical and psychological teachings, he also made significant contributions to the Stoics' understanding of physics, or their view of the natural world. He wrote a number of treatises on the subject, including one on the nature of fire. In this work, he argued that fire was not a substance, but rather a process that occurred when materials burned. He also made observations about the nature of light and heat and was one of the first to propose that the sun was a ball of burning matter. Despite the fact that Herillus was a Stoic philosopher, he did not reject the study of other subjects. He believed that philosophy should be comprehensive and that it was important to learn from other disciplines as well. He was particularly interested in mathematics and even tutored the son of the famous Greek mathematician Euclid. He recognized the value of mathematics not just as an intellectual exercise, but as a tool for understanding the natural world. He saw the beauty and order of the mathematical principles as evidence of the rationality and harmony of the universe. And he believed that by studying mathematics, one could gain a deeper understanding of the world and one's place in it. He also encouraged his students to pursue excellence in all areas of life, not just philosophy. He believed that it was possible to excel both intellectually and physically, and that one should strive to be the best one can be in all aspects of life. Herillus of Chalcedon was a key figure in the development of Stoicism, and his contributions to the philosophy had a lasting impact on the ancient world and beyond. But he is perhaps best known for his contributions to ethics. He believed that virtue was the ultimate good and that it was the key to happiness and fulfillment. He also emphasized the importance of living in accordance with nature and accepting whatever situation one finds oneself in. These teachings had a profound influence on later Stoics, as well as on other philosophers and thinkers throughout history. In addition to his philosophical work, Herillus was also an influential teacher and mentor. He had a number of famous students, including the Roman Emperor Hadrian, and he was known for his ability to inspire and motivate his pupils to be the best they could be. He believed that everyone had the potential for greatness and that it was his job as a teacher to help his students realize their potential. He was particularly interested in working with young people, and he founded a school in Athens where he taught boys. He believed that it was important to start teaching them about Stoicism and virtue at a young age so that they could grow up with these ideas and make them a part of their lives. Although Herillus lived in the ancient world, his teachings are still relevant today. His ideas about virtue, happiness, and living in accordance with nature continue to resonate with people all over the world. In a time when it can feel like everything is changing rapidly and unpredictably, his teachings offer a sense of stability and guidance. His emphasis on accepting whatever situation we find ourselves in and making the best of it is particularly comforting in times of difficulty. And his belief that we all have the potential for greatness inspires us to strive for excellence in all areas of our lives. Herillus of Chalcedon was a truly remarkable individual. He was a philosopher, a teacher, a mentor, and a friend. His contributions to Stoicism and to the ancient world as a whole are immeasurable. Though he lived thousands of years ago, his teachings continue to inspire and guide people all over the world. We can all learn from his example and strive to be better people, both for ourselves and for the world around us. So what are your thoughts on Herillus of Chalcedon's teachings? How do you think his approach to philosophy and life compares to that of other Stoics? And how can we apply his lessons to our own lives today? I would love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Stoic. And if you want to learn more about Stoicism, I highly recommend checking out the Stoa app. It's a great resource for anyone interested in Stoic philosophy, and I'm a co-founder of the app along with some friends. The app provides daily meditations and other helpful tools for living a better life based on Stoic principles. So if you're interested, check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.